How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the PilotPatriot channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about what I think is the ultimate off-grid solar charging setup. All right, guys, now I think we can all agree when it comes to off-grid power that solar is the way to go. It's an endless energy source that can power most of your needs, especially when it's paired with a good solar generator or charging system. But when a lot of people think about solar panels, the first thing they think of is the huge rigid panels that you mount on your roof. Now, while those are great, they're not the best for a lot of off-grid situations like camping, overlanding, bug-out situations, or really any time that you're on the move. They can be really big, heavy, hard to transport, and really difficult to adapt to those kind of situations. So today what we're going to be looking at is the 220 watt folding solar blanket from Off-Grid Trek. This is specifically designed to be light, pack up small, and be easily transported. So we're going to get in here, I'm going to go over all the specs of this thing. I'll show you all the different ways that this could be used. But first, guys, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. The solar blanket is easy deployable power when you need it the most. It's super efficient, lightweight, and very portable. This is a waterproof solar blanket designed specifically for emergency preparedness, backup power, and camping. It can be used to charge most solar generators or power stations on the market. And it even includes onboard quick charging ports, so you can charge USB or USB Type-C devices directly from the panel itself. Now, when folded, this thing comes in right about 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So it's a nice compact size that can easily be put into a backpack, fit really anywhere in your vehicle, or tucked away in the saddlebags on your bike. All right, so first let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded. The overall size of this one is just about 3 foot by 5 foot, so still a fairly small footprint. You can see how this thing folds out. Now, this thing is very well made. It has a nice heavy-duty laminated coating on the entire thing. And of course, we do have the multicam pattern on there that looks really cool. And it weighs in at just 9 pounds. Now, this is one of the most powerful portable solar power options on the market right now, charging at 8.8 amps per hour, which is really going to charge up your devices or battery banks pretty quickly. And it's made up of 15 smaller panels to make up the full 220 watts. And that's really all there is to the setup. You just unfold it and lay it out on the ground. But you'll notice it also has 5 grommets on each side. So you could hang this thing up, attach it to the side of a tent or a roof rack. It also works really nicely across a car windshield, or you can lay it over the back of a truck bed cover. That's a pretty good way to do it, especially if you're camping or something like that. You can just face your vehicle towards the sun and lay it across the top and hook up your power bank or whatever other devices you want to charge with this. Now, Off-Grid Trek uses really high quality Gen 3 cells from SunPower, so they have a super high efficiency. I think the efficiency on these is around 24%, which is significantly higher than most of its competitors in the market. Most come in around 10 or 15% efficiency. What that means for you is it's going to charge at a higher rate. It's also still going to work well even on cloudy, overcast days, or if there's a shadow cast across it, kind of like I'm doing right now. Now, most solar panels, if you partially cover the cells, it really cuts down on the efficiency and it's going to lose a lot of its ability to charge, but you don't have that problem with the solar blanket from Off-Grid Trek. Even if some of the cells are partially shaded or covered up by leaves, snow, shadows, whatever, it's still going to continue to charge your devices. Now, just to give you a quick size comparison, this is another folding solar panel that I have. This came along with my VanPower's solar generator. Now, it is going to take up a little bit more space when it's folded out, but the real benefit of the Off-Grid Trek solar blanket over something like this is the folded size. This is about 4 times as large as that, when this is folded up. Now this is 200 watt, but you're still getting less power from this than you are from the off-grid Trek. And these don't have near the efficiency rating of the off-grid Trek. But this is pretty reminiscent of what you're gonna get from most companies that make a folding solar panel in the 200 watt range. It's gonna be quite a bit larger, not near as easy to transport, and it's also gonna be not near as efficient. And those two things are really what set off-grid Trek apart from the competition. Now the off-grid Trek solar blanket is going to pair really nicely with any type of power station. It's compatible with all the top brands like EcoFlow, Blue Eddy, Jackery, and most of the portable power stations on the market. The one I have with me today is just kind of a generic one. This is from Van Powers. It's a 2000 watt portable power station. So these two paired together are really going to be your optimal setup for off-grid situations. Whenever you stop, set up camp for the day, you can just unroll the off-grid Trek, plug it in to your power station, and charge up your reserve power. But one other thing that's really cool about the off-grid Trek power blanket is that you don't have to have a power station or power bank or anything like that to use it. You can plug devices directly into this. So let me show you that. So if you look here on the back of this flap, you have your Anderson connector. This is going to be compatible with a lot of solar systems on the market, and off-grid Trek also makes a lot of adapters that go with this to attach to your power stations or any other devices. But if we look under this cover here, we also have the off-grid Trek quick charge. Now on this you have two regular USB ports. You also have USB Type-C. A lot of solar panels aren't going to have that Type-C. It also has an 18-volt DC plug as well. Now just to show you how easy this is, first I'm going to pull off the little waterproof rubber cover here, plug in my USB and plug that into my phone. And I don't know if y'all can see that here, but we are charging. Now this is the adapter cable to attach to my power station. We have the Anderson on both sides, and it is designed so that you cannot put this in backwards. Just going to plug that in. Then we'll plug the other end into my power station. Got a beep so we know it's charging. And if we look at the display here on the front, it is showing that we're charging at about 125 watts. Now you can see we do have a little bit of cloud cover overhead kind of blocking the sun out, but I'm pretty happy with that. Now you can do all of these at the same time, so you can be charging your power station. You can also have your smaller devices plugged directly into the solar panel. You can even have other things plugged into your power station running off of that battery while it's being recharged by the solar panel. Now you can see I also have my e-bike out here with me today. This is the Hov Alpha from Hovsco. I will be doing a full review on this thing and how you can use this for off-grid transportation. But the reason I have it out here today is because off-grid Trek also makes a charging option so you can charge your e-bike directly from the panel without any other kind of power station. Now the e-bike is 48 volts, so what allows us to do that is this MPPT solar charge controller, along with the proper cables for whatever e-bike you're using. Now this is as simple as just plugging in to that Anderson plug on the panel. Then we're going to plug in to the input side of our charge controller. Then you just set it to the correct voltage, plug in our adapter, and then I can plug this directly in to the battery on my bike. And that's really all there is to it. So I can take the off-grid Trek power blanket along with me anytime I'm riding the e-bike, and if I get low on power, I can stop, unfold this, and plug it right in to recharge. All right guys, that is it for the solar blanket from off-grid Trek. As always, I will have a link to this along with a coupon code and links to all the other stuff we talked about today linked in the description below. Now, like I said, I think this is the best option for portable off-grid solar power. Now, with that said, you get what you pay for. So this thing is not cheap. The 220 watt solar blanket comes in at about $1,700. So it is pretty expensive, but for me, it is well worth all the benefits that it has over your standard solar panel systems, especially for off-grid situations, camping, overlanding, bug out. e-bike. There's really no better option than this right here. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What did you like about it? Is there something that you like better? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, and stay prepared.